Friends, how you doing? Day 1566. Hope you're doing amazing on this Sunday. Oh man, it's been a interesting day. As many of you know, I've been taking a couple classes right now, courses. One on grief and the other one on dating. And so, from very, very, very great information right now. It's with the conscious partner. But I just want to come in and just share with you something I learned about during the grief uh, course or class about self-sabotage and what that is and why we may do it. Okay, so I'll just share some notes here. But self-sabotage, basically what that is, it's a negative mindset that hinders our chances for happiness and success. Hold on. I just want to see if I'm actually live. Oh, okay. All right, okay. I am live, so we'll see. Um, and so, basically, it refers to behaviors or actions that we engage in, whether it be consciously or or unconsciously, that undermine our own success, well-being, or our goals. So, have you? Who here has done it? I know I have, especially in my younger years. But obviously, once you start to be aware of what you're actually doing and why, hopefully you stop. Essentially, it involves creating obstacles or problems that interfere with our own progress or desired outcomes. Like, if we have a certain goal, a lot of times we self-sabotage, whether that be a relationship, um, business, jobs, whatever it is, right? There's obviously a number of reasons. And it's typically because of psychological factors or potentially emotional, depending on what area of your life that you may be self-sabotaging. And so suffering a loss can put us in a position of feeling that we're unworthy of ever actually being happy or content. Like, I don't know about you, but sometimes you just feel stuck or like in a daze, And sometimes when people go through a loss, they undermine their own happiness out of, maybe a fear of failure, rejection, or just, you know, being or feeling undeserving. So there's a number of reasons, but really, what I liked that they shared was that instead of sabotage, really a more accurate, or maybe not accurate, but more a better term that might be used is protection. Is protection, because that's what we're actually doing when we self-sabotage. We're actually trying to protect ourselves from what we perceive as harm or danger. Right? Think about that. Not physically, but more emotionally. And so, but if we're not conscious of what we're actually doing, we're going to continue doing that and wondering why we're not moving forward in our lives, in whichever area that is. And it may surprise you, but it's actually very common. And if you're watching this, you might be doing it, or maybe you have been doing it, or maybe you will do it in the future. Hopefully, you don't do it more when you're actually aware of what you're actually doing. Okay, so what are some of the reasons? Okay, I'll share with you some of them. Okay, number one, lack of self worth. Okay, again, I've talked about it. When we don't feel confident, it's easier to sell for than what we deserve. Yes, I've been there. I'm sure many people have. But hopefully, as you build your self confidence, you'll no longer settle. Fear of success, right? Um, you might again it kind of overlaps because you feel not confident. Then maybe too much success, you feel that you don't deserve it or you can't handle that type of success. Right. Third reason why we might self-sabotage is the opposite of that, which is fear of failure. Right. We worry about potentially failing, and so we don't even try at all. Oh, that one hurts. That one's sad as well. Not even try? Like, oh, and I'm guilty of it, which is so like, oh my gosh. But it's okay. I learn, I grow, I change. Right? Familiarity. It's another reason why we may self sabotage. Because we know what we know, and so why change? I'm comfortable. What's the thing? I'm comfortable with the hell I know instead of the potential heaven that I don't. Crazy, right? But people do. They, well, people in general, they just don't like change, right? So that is a reason why we self sabotage. Conflicting thoughts. You gotta control the mind, my friends. When we're unsure about which thoughts to actually follow, we begin to doubt ourselves. And then we feel stuck. And then a lot of times we become paralyzed, right? So another reason why I think we should all have different mentors or, mentors in our lives to actually help us in different areas, okay? Uh, Reason number 6, social or peer pressure. That is the pressure to conform to the beliefs of others or society or what have you, right? So how many people have been guilty of that? I've been guilty of all this. What the heck, man? Uh, and lastly, number 7 is the need to be in control. How many of us want to feel that we are in control? Right? Sometimes we think that it's better, or maybe it's easier or more dignified to control our own failure than it is to have someone else reject us. Whether it be a dream job that we want or a potential partner that we really, really are attracted to. You know what? if you if you are guilty of this, it's okay. It's a part of the human experience. I think I think if you're watching this, you're probably guilty of 1, 2, or 3, or even more of these reasons why you've self-sabotaged. I know I have, like I've said. But the key is not beating yourself up for it. You're only human. But hopefully you understand that you are human, and that the beautiful thing about human beings is that we can grow. We can learn from our past, from other people's mistakes, from our own mistakes. The key is to grow one day a little bit at a time, and then just watch what can happen in a year. All right. Anyways, just know that you are worthy of success, of happiness, of love, of whatever you want. Okay. You just gotta be willing to make some changes, get outside of your comfort zone, stop self-sabotaging, and go for what you want. Okay. I'm here cheering you on, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay. Bye bye. Now let's see how do I close this.